Hello, this is Ken, and thank you for tuning in to the Model Building and Retirement channel. And in this episode, I'm going to show you my upgrade to my spray booth here. I went from that cheap Amazon plastic booth all the way up to the Pace Enterprises 24-inch Mini Plus Peacekeeper. Stick around right after the intro, and I'll tell you more about it. Sponsored by Model Makers Workshop. Need parts for your next model project? Model Makers Workshop has you covered with the best aftermarket accessories around. And by Gallery, your one-stop shopping for all your airbrush needs. Okay, so welcome back. First I want to do a little disclaimer here because I don't want to sound like I'm a copycat, like I just stole somebody's idea here. But if you're a content creator on model building, I'm sure our content is going to cross paths and be similar to each other. For example, if Grandpa Marcus does a paint tutorial on his channel and I do one on mine, did I copy his idea or steal his idea? No, I'm just showing you my technique and my products, and he's showing you his technique and his products. So, so we're all kind of just covering the same topics in different ways. And that being said, Matt at Matt's Models and More YouTube channel, and I'll have a picture up above of his channel and a link in the description to his channel, but he just did a video upgrading to this Pace Enterprise Mini Plus himself. So I didn't steal the idea from him. Here's the situation. We were coming into winter months, as you probably heard me concerned about that in the past. Currently, I'm a little booth vented to the outside here through this walkout door, but I was looking for a booth that had a little bit better suction power. I wanted more space, and I wanted a nice sturdy unit. So I was already eyeballing this, except for I was eyeballing their next step up. It's also a 24-inch, I forget what it was called, but a price difference of about $200. This one, I can't remember, it's about $335, I think, with free delivery, which is pretty cool, because the big boxes comes in probably as a $70 delivery charge in itself. But after watching Matt's video, I did get inspired. He had a lot of great ideas there. Those I did copy. But for example, I wanted the upgraded one. However, it's the same size, just a little bit of a different design. But the biggest difference was it had lights built into it, which are just incandescent bulbs that you screw in that are not included. And it had a light switch, a switch for a light and fan. So this unit, the 24 Mini Plus, $200 cheaper, has a fan with a fan switch right on top here. It does not come with a light, but I'll show you in my video how I installed this light. And this I did steal directly from Matt at Matt's Models and Mores because it was a brilliant idea. And I'll have a link in my description for where to get this light. But, saving $200, and I got essentially the same thing. And all I did was wire it up a little power strip over here, which sends power to the lights. It sends power to the lamp, my compressor, and sends power to the blower, which you turn on right on top here. Another plus with this that I believe, and the reason I wanted it, is in my videos, it's very tough to get a camera in there and work. So the design of this booth is supposed to be so powerful that you can actually paint just outside the booth here, right in front of it. Therefore, you can have your camera placed in a better position, and you got a little bit more room. If I'm going to spray paint something, that was a problem with my old booth. It was too small to take a rattle can and spray, but in cold weather, I don't have a heated garage or anything, so I think this is going to be the ticket. So anyways, we'll cut to the unboxing, and I'll show you a little bit about my installation process, and then I'll tell you where you can get the lights and how that was all hooked up, and a little comparison, so stick around. Okay, so first we'll take a look at my existing airbrush station. So I just have this little 2-foot by 6-foot table, folding table here, and I have one of those little cheap Amazon spray booths. I don't know, about $115 or so. And I'll get a better picture of it when I take this out of here. But I gutted the fan mechanisms, which were just those little computer fans. I had 2 of them in there. And this is an actual bathroom exhaust fan that I just have duct tape to the back real good. And then it leads out to the 4-inch hose. And I'm in my basement where I don't have windows, but I am lucky enough to have a walkout basement. So what I did here is I cracked that door open a little bit, and I vent outside the door, and I have a little brick there to just kind of keep the door closed. And that's all fine and dandy in fair weather, but you know, now that we're reaching cold weather, if you get 10-degree, 5-degree day out there, 0, that's a lot of cold air shooting right into your workstation. So I am going to make a change there. I used to have, and it's still there, a little vented storage container here. Let me get this off the top. So what I had done here is I had cut a hole and ran my hose down into there, and I siliconed around it and put some water in the bottom, and then I just cut a bunch of holes here and put some charcoal filter material there to help ventilate. It works marginally, but if you're dealing with lacquers or enamels, it's still a bit pungent, so that was not the fix. And I actually even had a secondary little filter here, some extra spray booth material that went up there. So anyways, I wanted to show you that before we compare it to the new system. Oh, and then I got my Galari airbrushes here. I got 4 of them. So I got a pair of the GHAD 39s, and then I got the new Mobius 0.3 millimeter dual action, and then I have got the TG 05 millimeter with a fan cap. That one's nice. I really like that that trigger type. Okay, so I'm gonna get that other model set up here. We'll be back. Okay, so I just received my Pace Enterprises Mini Plus spray booth. So let's take a look at it here, do an unboxing. Comes packaged in a really nice big box. Comes with all kinds of protection inside there. Okay, so now we have all the cardboard corners out of there. We just got to pull the booth out. Relatively lightweight. So it already comes with a filter in it, and this is the type of furnace filter that you can get anywhere at your local hardware store. It's a 24 by 12 by 1. Okay, then you still have to mount the fan on top here. It's already got the sheet metal screws installed. So let's get that out of the box. Okay, so it comes with a little Dayton blower. So I'm gonna get that opened up. Be right back. Okay, so then the little blower here. All-in-one self-contained unit. Has a little bit of a foam on it here to seal against the top. And you can orient this whatever way you want, front, side, back, or whatever. And then you just put your sheet metal screws in there. So I'm going to get that assembled. There's really nothing to it. Then you just put your hose on there. So I'm going to get that screwed on and put on the table, and we'll be back to take a look at the new setup. Okay, and rather than venting outside because it's going to get cold, and rather than trying my old water-based filtration system, which had marginal results, based on Matt's and one of my followers' recommendations, I purchased this carbon filter. It's a 4-inch carbon filter, connects to a 4-inch hose, just like we have on our exhaust. And I guess it's made for like hydroponic gardens or whatnot. And I don't know how long that's going to last, because I don't think the filter itself, the media, is exchangeable or changeable. But it also comes with this little sock to keep any particulates down, because your air is going to be blowing from the inside out on this. So any particulates that come out of there will stir up in your room. So what I'm going to do, get this sock on first. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and I don't think it's all that necessary, but I have it here, is I'm going to make a secondary containment by utilizing my bin and just placing that filter material in there. And it fits my hole. And this will keep, because this is going to sit on the floor there, so this will kind of keep the dust and spiders and cobwebs contained to the outside, I would hope. Okay, so I'm going to place that underneath my bench, and I'm going to attach my exhaust hose to it, and then we'll be back. Okay, I'll show you a little closer how this light mounts. The light itself has these little magnets right here. Okay, then it comes in the package with 2 of these little metal discs, and the cabinet is steel. It's not stainless steel, so it's magnetic. Now Matt at Matt's Models and Mores, he used CA glue, super glue, and glued the tab to the booth just like I'm holding it with a magnet, and that worked for him. I just happen to have these really high-powered magnets that I've had for years. They came out of a construction lifting magnet, and they are strong as can be, let me tell you. So anyways, there's 2 tabs on there, and that directs the light straight down pretty much, and it really lights up the area. So the fan has its own switch on top, and the light has a switch about 3 feet down on the cord, which under my bench is toward the back. But what I did is I put this little power strip and screwed that right to my workbench here. So I have got the light, the fan motor, the little lamp, and my compressor all powered in here. And all I'm going to do is I got to get out to my garage yet and get some wire ties, but I'm just going to neatly wire tie that all back. And then down below I've got storage for my paints, 3 different size drawers. So the first one is my pipettes, cups, and spoons. Then I got my smaller cans and my gloves. And then down here, all my taller stuff, and mainly, I separate it into 3 categories. I've got my Createx on the right, I've got my solvent-based stuff in the middle, and I got my Kaleido water-based stuff on the left. And then my air compressor, which is also from Gallery. And you can get 10% off of that on clicking the link. Model Building 10 gets you 10% off. That's the sales code. It's nice. You can connect 2 brushes to it at the same time, but I don't have a buddy that sits here and paints, and I'll never do 2 at the same time, so I'm only using 1. And then I got my hose and that hydroponic filter going into my little bin, just as sort of a secondary containment. Nothing really special there. I haven't tested that out yet. I'm going to be spraying some lacquer primer later, and that'll give me an idea how well that works. All right, I just want to put this Pace 24 Mini Plus into a little test here. The true test is going to be painting, of course. But for an example, I just placed a candle just outside the booth, because you're supposed to actually be able to paint right in front of the booth so that you have more room, and then the fan and suction will suck it out. So got a nice little calm flame going. I'm going to turn on the blower. And you can see that it disrupts the flame. And if you can see, there's a little bit of black smoke coming off the candle. and it's being sucked into the booth. So it's pretty strong. Now let's go just inside here. Okay, much stronger, and you can see it's just taking that smoke away. Like I said, the true test is going to be painting, but that's a pretty positive looking sign. Let me blow out that candle. And you can see that just taking that smoke away. It's aiming right toward that filter. And for any of those that are interested in what I did here on my old booth, is I gutted out the two little computer fans that were in the back. Totally gutted that out and installed this bathroom exhaust fan. And I had this for years. I just never installed it, so I can't even tell you what CFM it is, but it's pretty powerful. And what I did is I cut the back of the case open real good, and I duct taped that and put a little 3M foam in between the two so that it has good tight seal there. And I made it a side vent. But that actually worked pretty good. Pretty good. The biggest problem for me was the booth was a little too small. But I think this new paste booth, not only is it bigger, but it also seems to have even better suction power. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a video, but I wanted to show my new setup here, and I'm very excited about using it. I think it's going to be a nice upgrade, and I'm hoping that my camera angles will be better and improved, and the ventilation is better for the winter. So that'll be yet to be tested. I'll be testing that on my next paint job. Anyways, I thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please hit like, comment below, and hit that subscribe button down below. Costs absolutely nothing, and if you turn that little bell icon black, you'll be alerted to all my new videos as they come out. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.